Hello again. Let's just take a minute to review some of the assignments that you'll be doing in Blackboard. I talked a little bit about this in the introduction to the course, but I wanted to go in just a little bit more detail here and then point you toward a document where you can get even more details about the assignments and discussions and that sort of thing that you'll be doing in the class. So if we start with the discussion assignments, I wanted to let you know that grading on the discussions actually start next week with Module 2. So you'll be participating in these discussions, as I said before. You'll have an entire week from Monday of one week through Sunday of the next week. So the first part of the week you'll want to go into the learning module, find out what the required readings are, and see the videos that are posted, and sometimes I post websites too that you'll want to access. So you'll be going into the learning modules every week at the beginning of the week and reading through this information. And at some point before the next week begins, you're going to want to complete the reading quiz. Now the cool thing about the reading quiz is that you can take it as many times as you want. It is timed, so there is a time limit on each one, but take that reading quiz as many times as you want to get the grade that you're after in that reading quiz. All of the reading quizzes are based on the videos, the reading required readings, and supplemental, which the required readings come from the textbook and some come from supplemental articles, book chapters, but I post all of that in the learning module for you so you know exactly what you need to read before you're tested and take that reading quiz. Then on the discussion, you'll go to the discussions tab on the navigational toolbar like I talked about before, and the initial post is always due on Wednesdays. So I will give you a little bit of overview of what we've covered in the learning module for the week. And then I will, in the discussion board, I will always give you the questions that you will be required to answer, or sometimes this is in the form of an assignment that you have to complete. And so this initial post will always be due on Wednesdays. And then you will be required to respond to at least one of your classmates. Now you can respond to all of them if you like, but there must be at least one response to your classmate. Now these are not just one or two sentences. Oh, hey, how you doing? I liked what you posted. It was really great. That's not a good discussion post, and that's not what I'm asking you to do. I'm asking you to write more than 3 sentences in your initial post and your response post, and use the readings and the videos that you've watched to support the answers that you're giving in your initial post, but also to support your reply to your classmate. So essentially you're going to have 4 or more sentences that gives information about what you've been reading, that shows me that you've read what you need to read and you've learned something that week about the topic. Now, the catch is I need to see new and or different information coming from you. So you can't repost something that one of your classmates has already posted. You have to come up with new or different information from what your classmate has posted. So make sure that you read and you watch the videos and go to the website so you have enough information to be able to post new and different information. You'll see a grading rubric next to your discussion post that you can view to show exactly how I'm going to grade your post to be able to get the most possible points that you can for your discussion board. Now on your reading quizzes, I've told you I'm expecting that you're going to complete these every week. You're going to go into the learning module, read and view the videos, go to the websites, take your reading quizzes, and then go to your discussion boards. Do your initial post, response post, and be ready to move on the next week on Monday. If for some reason on the reading quiz you do not get to it in a particular week, that's okay. I leave all of the learning modules open for you up until the time that we start the presentations towards the end of the semester. That way, at any point, if you need to go back and redo a reading quiz because you didn't do well or you didn't get it done for that week, you'll have an opportunity to do it. Now the catch is After the end of the semester, when all of those learning modules shut down, I will not reopen those reading quizzes for any reason. So please make sure that you get all of them completed in enough time before those shut down, because they will not be reopened. The same on your discussions. You will be penalized on the discussions, because if you come in after everybody's made discussions, nobody had the opportunity to read your post or respond to it. So if you are late on posting those, every day you're late, you're going to be penalized. And after a certain point, you will not be allowed to post those discussion initial or response posts at all in the discussion board. So just make sure you keep up with your work. You get it done every single week. That is the best way to ensure that you don't get too far behind and are unsuccessful in passing the class by the time we get to the end of the semester. Two more assignments that I want to talk to you about is your final presentation. This will be a video presentation, and we'll talk about as we go throughout the semester more in each of the learning modules. I'll post some information about your presentation. It won't be every learning module, but it will be some learning modules, so you'll want to make sure that you view those and you understand what you're supposed to do for your presentations. I'll also give you some guidelines and some tips and some help on how to convert your PowerPoint or Prezi presentation into a video presentation. It will have to have audio in it, as if you were standing and talking to your classmates in front of the classroom, but it will all be converted into a YouTube video so we can hear and see your presentation at the same time. These will be posted towards the end of the semester. This is an individual project, so you'll be working on your own project to build your own presentation, and then you'll be presenting that according to the number that I assign you in the first week of class. So you will look in the discussion board, you will post the URL for your video presentation, and then your classmates will be able to view your presentation, and then everyone is required to rate their classmates' presentation. This rating is required, and it will be a part of the overall grade. If you do not do a rating for your classmate, then I will be deducting points, 10 points, for every presentation you do not rate. It is very, very important that you post this rating. And your classmates get feedback from you on their presentation. So I think that about covers it. We've got discussions, we've got reading quizzes, we have your video presentation, and then we have your final exam at the end of the semester. And that about sums up all of the assignments that we have in this class. Now, to get more detailed information and very specific due dates on when each of these assignments are due and should be happening in Blackboard, please go into the course information tab, which is on the navigational toolbar, and you will see a document that outlines everything for all the assignments that you need to do. Also, in this first learning module, on the next page after this video, you'll see this same document that lists all of the assignments, all of the discussions, all of their due dates, initial and response post, all of the reading quiz due dates, the final exam due date, and the video presentation due date and guidelines. All right, I think that about sums it up. Thank you very much.